Alright guys, after the crazy shit show of last week, just making sure everything's set up here. Just give me a second. What's going on though? Spoder, Jake, Brum, Momento. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Hello, Mr. Rid. How you doing? Alright, I think we're good, guys. I think we're all set here. I got my water. I gotta get my notepad out. Alex, what's up, man? What's going on? I think we're just about ready to get going. Okay. 60s, what's up, man? What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's doing well today. On this Friday, April 16th. Hope you guys are all chilling, enjoying the day this far. And with that being said, let's get the show on the road, guys. Let's do it. All right. Camera should click in. There we go. Hello, hello. Move this over here. Perfect. What's going on? Falcon was so good. Won't spoil. Yeah, we'll talk about it on Monday. Monday we'll do Falcon spoilers. But it was such a good episode, man. Yeah, Monday we'll open it up to Falcon spoilers. Yo, Artorias. I think I said that right. What's going on, man? How you doing? Excited for Tachyon? There you go. I'm playing Outriders. This game is so fun. It's not bad, man. It's not bad. It's not my cup of tea, but it's not a bad game. You know? I'm glad you're enjoying it, though, Alex. Cage, what's up? Jay, what's up? Nestoris? I've had a really bad time speaking today. Nestorosis. Good Lord. What's up, man? Rashawn, what's up? What's up? J-Lam, what's up? What's going on, guys? I've had a really bad time speaking today, man. I filmed a video for the Assemble Plus channel today, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, some of the most basic sentence structures I had to go over like 3 times. Like, my brain is not working today. Yo, what's up, Scott? Yeah. My good man, Loser Scott in the Discord. What's up, dude? What's up? I've had such a hard time speaking. It was brutal. It was brutal. Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? All right, guys. So today, let's talk about what we got going on today, man. Today's gonna be a little different. So obviously we have the dev stream, right? So they're gonna be hopefully talking a little bit more about Tachyon Anomaly, maybe showing us some gameplay, stuff like that. And then afterwards, if anyone wants to, what's up, Lori? Everyone is one of those days. Oh, Jake, you have no idea. So afterwards, if you guys want to, man, we could do call-ins. So I have the Discord all set up, guys. If you guys are in the Discord, you just join the lobby voice channel. I drag you in. If anything you want to talk about, anything you want to, ask, we'll do that. But other than that, man, this is what we got going on today, guys. Did you guys know you can move things from the inventory to the locker? Yeah. It's not really like one of those things that's like pretty like out there, but excuse me, it's one of those things where, you can't do it. It is don't like show it well enough. What time does it start? BST time? It starts right now. I'm actually excited for the animated nameplates. It's all right. Yo, man, what's up? Your content is fantastic. Yo, Tim, I appreciate that a lot, man. Thank you so much, man. How you doing? So yeah, so anyone who wants to come into the stream today, it's open up to anyone in the Discord. You just gotta join the Discord, and after that, you guys are more than welcome to come in, and we'll do some viewer call-ins today. It should be exciting if anyone wants to come do it. Thoughts on this week's marketplace? I really like the new Ronin suit.
Hey, everyone. Hello.
Jesus, that was loud.
Happy Friday.
Oh, it's probably pretty loud for you guys. Hold on.
Happy Friday.
There you go.
Hey, true believers. Full team. Yes, Layla's back with us. Hi,
this
Layla.
week's marketplace was like okay. I didn't.
How are you?
It was like okay for me personally. The new Ronin suit was pretty good. I won't lie.
Shrek Layla.
I didn't like the purple with it, but like other than that, it was like pretty good.
She's back.
Do you think that we'll see new release dates soon?
All right. Yep. Got the full squad here today on our Friday streams.
For
just an update.
What 60s?
We are so. Just assume that we're gonna do a stream every single Friday, unless we say otherwise. Today.
What's up, Monkey?
We had to push it back a bit due to some scheduling things, but we are here and we're ready to talk to you guys. We are a bit late, and we are on a time. I can't even think of the right word right now. We do have to stop at 3. There we go. That's what I have to say.
Okay, so only a half
we can
hour.
Tell them we stream cheated on them because we had to do a stream for the company to show content internally. So that's what we did.
We
so
did.
we've literally been streaming nonstop for the last several hours, like a marathon.
It was amazing stuff though, and stuff that we cannot wait to show you guys and to tell you guys more about. We won't be doing that in today's stream though. It'd be in the future streams, so FYI on that part.
You're still gonna leak some stuff. You can't just not do anything.
Free nameplate is so nice.
guess,
The Iron Man one, yeah, the
well,
Iron Man one's pretty good.
I had a
I won't
little
lie.
rebellious moment a few.
The villain
weeks
sector in
ago.
patrol mode.
Yeah, but you have that. You have that
not
super cool build
anytime
that's
soon.
got all the new stuff in. Like we could just go in a little bit and show some stuff.
Ooh.
I do.
I mean, you have it. You have it anyways. Like who's gonna know? Let's just do it.
Who knows?
We'll do
Who
it later.
knows?
We'll do it.
Okay, we'll see. We'll
All right.
see. All right.
All right.
We'll
Do your
see.
thing, but we'll. Yeah. All right.
We'll
Or
see.
Andy, you have to do the whole like press insert key here to make Andy leak content. Which number is it today?
So you 100% guys know this.
1337.
This is like corporate speak, right? Like this is so corporate speak. They're
Yeah?
gonna show new stuff.
Is that
This
a good
is like
number?
corporate speak for like, oh my god, will we do it? You know?
What year is this?
Well, I don't know.
Year.
What year
I
is
feel like
it?
we'll only get release dates for those
It's
after
the
Tachyon and
latest
Red
year
River
of
both
all
done. To be
time,
honest,
so-
yeah, it's gonna go one after another,
Could
more
be.
than likely,
Oh my gosh.
for sure,
Indeed.
for sure.
All right. So, how's everyone's day? What's your guys' plan for the weekend? I am gonna sleep a lot. I'm very tired, but you know what? I'm excited to be here today. So,
Wow, that's so
I will
heartwarming.
say I'm seeing like MCU suits. Not today,
Mm.
guys. Maybe next week. Maybe I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Definitely before they go live though. I'm aiming for the end of the month-ish. Not today though. I'm sorry guys. So next week, as we saw on our blog yesterday, is the Tachyon Anomaly event. It is technically the second part of our roadmap, right? Because the first part was Hawkeye and Future Wastelands. This is the second part, is the Tachyon Anomaly event. It's going to take place next Thursday. You know what? I prepared like some slideshows for this and I haven't even showed it. There we go. Just gonna make sure I'm using.
Miller might
everything
have
that
to
I've
pay me back
prepared
my
for
20
this
bucks,
stream,
man.
you
Ooh,
know,
shit, boys. I'm about to
being
get rich
super
again. Let's do it.
productive and everything.
If they're showing
So,
multiple next week, I
The
might
patch
get rich.
for this is
Woo.
actually going to be on Tuesday, as early as Tuesday. So there's a little thing right there. The patch for this is on Tuesday, but the event starts on Thursday. This is just the way things go. You know, with the whole publishing and the partner publishing and everything, it just happens like that. But there's going to be a few things that are in that patch. It is patch 1.6.0. There's some fixes like the villain sector fix. There's some weirdness going on with the villain sectors where they sometimes don't refresh or give you the right ones. There is a potential fix for that. Going in to that patch, there is going to be more options in the custom harm room. So there's going to be 2 types of enemy groups that are going into it. That's dreadbots and airborne enemies. So you can choose those groups to just add to your custom harm room experience. And there's a few other things in terms of fixes and stuff. Where the patch notes, they are coming next week. I am actually writing them right now. Phil, you should look at the patch notes when you have the time. I'm calling you out right in front of everyone. Just
Yes,
FYI.
I will review the patch notes. It's seriously a thing. I look at the patch
That's
notes
true.
to make sure they make sense and everything
What
is
have you
where it
missed so
should
far?
be.
Honestly,
It's a new thing I do now to help.
they've just started, so you haven't really missed a
And
lot.
who knows, maybe Layla will start writing patch notes one day.
Perhaps.
Maybe very soon. This is how she is knowing. This is how she's finding out about this, everyone. So, you know, exclusive information here. I know you saw the gifted sub. Did I get a gifted sub? Somewhere? If I did, that's awesome.
Oh no.
Yep. Layla's like, nah, mate. Hey, patch notes are fun. I actually enjoy them just to see what's going on, into each patch. So
Patch notes are fun.
that's a great thing. All right.
Traversal 2.0.
Hopefully we can get those patch notes up.
Not anytime soon. When it comes to
Like
traversal stuff.
I really wanted to put it up late Monday, but it
Mm.
might be just early Tuesday or right when we push the patch. It just depends. Layla's actually the one who puts the patch notes up, guys. Just FYI. If you want a little behind the scenes information there.
Bro, I owe you $20 super chat. Yo, Sheldon,
Whoa,
it's all
let's
good,
not
man.
get
It's all
carried
good, dude.
away
Don't
with
worry
it.
about it. Man. Don't worry about it.
Careful.
Ask about rewarding credits. Oh,
All right.
okay.
Tachyon Anomaly event. I didn't even talk about this, but it's on the blog that was posted yesterday. You can, in the temporal assault part of the event, you can play as multiple of the same hero and strike teams, and in matchmaking, we have some awesome screenshots going on right now. We can't wait to see it. Please send us all your photo mode screenshots so we can feature them in the weekly blog and on this stream and on our social channels. We love retweeting everything that you guys send us. So this is going to start on the 22nd, but the patch is going to be on the Tuesday or the Wednesday, probably Tuesday. So this is going to be super fun. It also includes the lower power level Tachyon missions and a new Tachyon mission. What's it called? And we're back. There we go. I think it takes place in the city biome. And it comes with new animated nameplates.
Hold
we're
on. We
gonna show
can
them to
talk
you
about
right
the
now.
credit stuff after. Hold on.
So,
You really should, because one rune said they were having a rough day, so I think you definitely go in the special build and show the fun stuff.
Oh, here we go. Well, it looks like we're gonna
this
get
is
to
for
see
you,
guys.
One Rune.
We're gonna get to
We're
see.
gonna show this
There you
just
go.
for you. All
Yeah.
right.
We need more 1337s in the chat.
Yeah. 1337s to see animated nameplates, guys. Come on.
So really quick, as
Suki,
far as
show
we
them.
know about
Suki, I need to see a
new credit
1337.
like rewarding credits
Need to
is
see
that
that
Phil
for you.
wants it in patrol mode.
Specifically, okay, I
That
got
was
it. I
said
see it,
last
I see
week,
it.
so that's the only thing that we know thus far. Just really quick on that.
Do it, Andy. Do Crystal Dynamics is telling me to do it.
Now,
Oh,
you should
Mr.
you should know the build that Andy has to go in to show stuff is so full of stuff that you haven't seen yet that literally if he looks the wrong way in that build, he's gonna get into a lot of trouble.
This
So
is
this is gonna be super exciting.
this is not a lie, by the way. The build I'm in is I'm not like I if I show something that I'm not supposed to, this is the last time you're gonna see me. But we'll see what we can get away with. We'll see it. But I
This
will
is so
say for the
corporate,
animated
Steve, but they make
nameplates,
it so
we're
fun
not
that
gonna go
I-
into a
you know,
build. I'm
like,
actually just gonna show you guys.
This
the
is
video.
like literally so corporate, but like I love it
because
anyways.
of
You
the way
know.
that the build that I have is
You think we
currently
see
set up.
animated newts in the
I have
future?
to show it in a
More than
video,
likely,
not
man.
in
More than
game.
likely.
So, all right, let me see how.
So
Yo,
scared.
Sheldon, dude.
I am terrified.
Appreciate
so let's
that,
see
man.
what it is.
How
All
about
right,
that Falcon
here they are.
episode? We'll talk about that on Monday, dude. Oh. Ooh.
It is a neat little video. So there's one for each hero, as you can see, and it uses the screenshots that I just showed you guys, so at least some of them. They are equipable, they're animated, as you can see, they are beautiful, and this one, right there, this one, is earnable just by doing the Temporal Assault and Tachyon Anomaly events. So that one, just do some of the missions
What do
that
we
are
think?
available in the event that's going to start on Thursday, and you'll get that one. And it's a team nameplate, so that one is equipable for everyone. I'm going to point it out again once we get to it, just in case. Hold on. Pause. But that one right there, that's the earnable one. The other ones are available in the marketplace if you guys want them. And we're super excited. We're going to keep doing animated nameplates because we think they look really cool and just want different ways to, reimagine things in our game as we're going to continue doing this. So, what do you guys do you like them? Press 5 if you like them.
You know what?
Steven
I
West.
said this the other
Are
night. I was
worried
on
that
Miller
it's
Stream the
just
other night.
backgrounds that are animating. We have some where the
And we
characters
kind
are
of
moving and
speculated that
stuff.
this
We
was
do.
kind of what you would
Not
get,
just
right? Like
facts,
you
yeah.
get like a static image, but there'd be
Little
something
bit
that
of
goes
everything.
over it, you know?
This is the first step
Um,
into the next step. So, one step at a time.
So, well,
One
just
step
what
at a
Andy
time.
just said right there. Like the
Uh,
first
4
batch,
means nothing,
I
1
expected to be the
means
worst
you're in
one.
Trouble. 6 means you owe me some cookies.
You know?
9 means you.
Thought characters would be moving. That's fair. That's fair.
Like.
I hope they make it 200 credit. Yeah, the price of these are going to be really
Wow,
interesting for
that's
sure.
Isn't that
so,
super creative?
So underwhelming.
I know. I was trying to think of something really good, but then I decided to I need to put 9 in there just 'cause
Not
I like
5.
What
I
does
want.
1337 mean?
I wish there was different effects for different characters, you know?
means
Like it's all the
that-
same purple or purple, like pink stuff. So I would love to see like
Is it right?
I would have loved to see like lightning go across for like Thor's or like arrows go across like
There's animated
you know?
nameplates, Tachyon
or like a
event.
gamma
If you
effect
guys
go
are
across
excited,
like a
we are
Hulk one.
super excited. Like,
They're not bad.
social things, some funny meme-ish things on social leading up to the event and during at the same time. So that's next Thursday until May 3rd. I know, woo, woo. And
Like-
then we can cross that off and
like-
get to the Red Room takeover.
Like they're not bad.
we
Like they're
saw
what I
stuff on
expected,
it
but I
today
would have
during
liked to see
the-
something a
our-
little more from them. You know.
presentation stuff, and it looks super cool, guys. So we can't wait to show you guys that, but that is gonna have to wait until May because April is Tachyon Anomaly event day.
Animated in case. Animated in
I'm
this
getting,
case
like,
just
really
means extra
good at,
effects. Feel like some people are expecting full-on
Crossing
gifts.
things off my
Yeah,
checklist and
I'm not
everything.
gonna lie. I would have liked to see like full-on gifts too.
I know.
You know, I won't
I
lie.
hope you guys are proud of me. Okay,
Extremely proud.
so, okay, so we always do some like outfit stuff, right? Like revealing some sort of outfits. We are
Ooh.
gonna do it today.
Okay.
As I said though, the
not
the
MC
build that I'm
suits.
using is,
Okay.
I won't be moving a lot. All right, just FYI, I won't be moving
Did
a
you show a
lot.
test run yet? No, it's coming up.
But I will be showing something because I do want to show you guys something cool that we have planned for
Yeah.
next week.
Okay.
Leak.
I know, right?
Let's see it.
So,
MCU skins next week.
so we know
They
that
might
there's
show
aerospace.
them
The
next
aerospace
week.
outfit set is out, and outfit sets are something that we want to continue doing. So this is a sneak peek at the next outfit set, and it's called the Monotronic Outfit set.
Oh, I don't like that word.
Hold on. I actually need to set.
This-
Hold on. Give me
It's
like a few.
exciting. that build is totally dangerous. I love it.
It is. I shouldn't be using it, but you know what? I am.
I'll give you guys a quick update while Andy
Yeah,
is,
let me,
is
like-
trying to make sure his screen isn't showing something that's going to get him in too much trouble. So, playing Omega Threats, I managed to get some really good play sessions this week. I think we're down to like a dozen or so bugs that need to get squashed before we feel it's ready for you guys to play them. So, very, very exciting. It's getting very close, so hoping to be able to give you guys an update on that in the short term. So that is really, really cool. It is getting closer.
That's sick. Dozen or so bugs,
Alright,
guys.
I'm ready. Okay, so this is This is part of the Monotronic Outfit set. This is. Let me. Okay, well apparently. You guys ready? Wait, press 2. This is
They
a
already
thing now.
pressed lead. Like
They
how
did.
many
Okay,
numbers
okay,
do
yeah.
you need?
You guys pressed delete already. All right, 1337. You're right. Don't press 2, guys. Take that back. Take those 2 back. Take those 2s back and save them for the next thing. Okay. There we go.
All right. You got your screen set up properly.
I do. I'm like literally in like one place.
Yeah. You found a safe corner in the like area.
But this is the Monotronic outfit set. This is Iron Man's. As you can see, it's monotronic. It glows.
That's pretty damn cool.
It is really cool. I'm not moving whatsoever, you guys. So this is what you guys are gonna get. But these are like amazing. I cleaned when I first saw these. I was like, that is clean. So, yep. I love how it glows, and you know when you're in a dark space, it makes it even stand out even more. So
Yeah, it's amazing.
you guys like it? I hope you guys like it.
I kind of fuck with it.
This is part of the new outfit set.
I
So we
kind of
have the
fuck with it,
aerospace
man.
set,
That
now we're
looks
doing
pretty
the
sick.
monotronic outfit
That looks
set.
pretty
So,
sick.
all the heroes will actually
Oh
have
man.
one of these.
Right.
You know what? You
I
know
love
what,
it, but I
chat?
also hate it.
So gonna do it?
There's new stuff behind the door and the
I'm gonna-
staircase.
I'm gonna show you another one.
Oh,
but-
do it.
But let me switch screens. right?
Maximum
oh,
boldness.
I want to see. Give
While
me,
I
give
change-
us Thor.
while I
Thor,
change, there we go.
Give us Thor.
While I change my
If it's
scene,
free, I'll
so
take
I
it.
can change my character.
Ain't paying for that. That's fair. That's fair. Some people are gonna love that. Some
I'm
people
gonna
are
go
gonna hate
type
them
some
because they're
horrible
like
things on the
they're,
internet, so all the PR team is distracted while you put the
they're
leak up.
one of those
I'll do that for the team.
with like
Okay,
really
please do
stylized
that.
designs like that. Some people are gonna love them. Some people are gonna hate them. I actually kind of fuck with it.
Also, making sure that
Just give us comic book skins.
no one's
True,
watching.
true. I can't be spending money on this game, man. I get you,
Yeah,
comedy.
we
I
need
get
to
you,
look
man.
out.
you need to look out, Layla.
Yeah, don't
Rip my
I got
credits.
You got it. Okay. All right. Hold on. To be honest,
Alright,
I'm not actually prepared.
everybody
for
acts
I think it's tough,
act
especially with
super
team outfit better
casual,
than
like we're
aerospace.
just hanging out, and this is just gonna happen randomly. No one should look suspicious right now. Best thing to do would be
Probably
to
buy one. Not sure about the set though.
whistle
That's cool.
or lean against something would be great.
I think I'll buy the
whistle.
cap one, depending on how the cap
Oh,
one looks.
Really?
I love
That was
whistling.
me
I
trying.
think the cap one could,
Wow.
could be
Trying to
very
whistle?
cool looking.
Unfortunate.
Wonder if there's loads of in progress character on
Those
80's
are the
build.
times.
I don't know. He's got something there brewing.
All right, give me like a
Yeah,
minute.
you guys are looking super.
I ain't buying that
cash. It
either,
works.
but it does look neat. I
Oh,
just
it
want
works.
comics /
We're just
MCU
hanging
stuff. That's
out.
true. That's true. That's fair.
Chad, are
That's
you
fair.
keeping a
Yeah.
lookout? Are you guys like, yeah, casual?
That's
No,
fair.
no. Hey, Red, we're not casually leaking stuff. No, no,
I've got
no.
kids
You
to
guys
feed
have
and they want me to spend
help
money on
look
Yeah,
There's,
it's just
there's-
an innocuous average
Yeah.
day.
We're just
there's 600 people leaning casually against the side of the
God.
building, pretending like they're not
As
looking
about
at the
cosmetic
screen.
rework, as
This
far
is-
as I know,
It's
60's
either
the
going to be
first
a
part of it
flash
comes on
mob
Thursday.
or there's a new iPhone
I missed
coming
it.
out.
I missed that last week. I missed it last week, but apparently they said the
as
first
you
part of
guys
that
can
comes
see, I
on
was not
Thursday
aware
with the
of
Tachyon
this,
Anomaly
so I'm
update.
doing stuff just
So
in
it
case.
won't be long before we get
No,
to
it's
see
good.
what their
Don't worry,
first part
I'm
of it
sure
is.
The screen that you're on totally has nothing that's going to get us in trouble.
Yeah, we'll say that.
Don't know
let's
what
say
I
that.
think of this.
I mean,
It's
I
all
say
good.
that every week.
That's true.
I still work here, so
I know.
If they chatted less, they could show more.
I do. We all still work here, so you know what? It's a good thing. Give me just a few more
Watch them
seconds,
show Captain
guys.
America. I would love to see the Captain
every
America
time we
one.
do a leak and we get in trouble,
I
we
would love
say
to see
Eric
it.
made us do it, but there's no one named Eric that works with us.
If I can see the Captain America one, that would basically decide if I'm going to buy it or not right here.
Really
You know?
trying to figure out why Eric
'Cause,
is
like,
doing this.
That's the only one I would probably buy is Captain America. You know?
All right, I'm gonna show you guys Hulks.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
Oh yeah.
Love you though, Andy.
Let me get to like a corner or something.
They're probably stalling to add more time into the stream. Well, they did say they got to get off at 3 o'clock. So like they have a hard
I
stop.
was
You
like,
know?
yep, Eric made us do it. That's right. Thanks for reinforcing
Is
that.
Phil the game director? No, Phil is the
All right,
Warzone director.
Here is Hulk's version of the Monotronic Outfit.
Cap's like the worst to showcase skins because of the shield. It hurts, but you're right.
Here we go. It is
Uh,
exactly as you expect, with his shiny pants,
I don't know if I like the
Glowing
Hawks
pants.
one.
glowing pants.
The Iron Man one is really
And I,
good.
I
This
am in a hard room
one,
right now. I'm not.
Trying to-
I don't know
Trying
if
to
this.
hide.
Yeah, this Hulk
Exactly.
one. I don't know about this Hulk one.
So here's his shiny pants. My favorite is Iron Man's. His like really glows like amazingly. You know, Hulk's is the shiny pants.
Yeah, I don't
glowy
like the Hulk
pants.
one. I don't like the Hulk one.
So, yeah, there we go.
Hulk skins are boring for the most part.
Where am I
True.
going?
Not feeling this one. They will charge us for that. I mean, yeah,
All right.
someone's gonna buy
Can
it
we
probably.
see caps?
Black Panther would look cool if you see already. It's true. Could have used some body paint. Yeah. It's like,
Do we have to start
unfortunately,
spending
they
money?
went with like
But
Saturday Night Rave. They
could.
should have gone for Coachella. You know what I'm saying? Only results for Iron Man. The Iron Man one looked really
I'm gonna
cool.
say no.
Aw.
I know. Hold on. Let me see what. Let me. No, I don't want to like lead you guys on. I don't want to lead you guys on. You will see caps next week.
Okay.
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 There we go. I'll leave that for now. You guys can wait a week, right? You guys can wait a week? Yes. Yeah. I see some 1337s in here. You guys can wait a week. See? One rune says you guys can't.
Any MCU skin news? We
a
may
lot of people
see them
saying that
next
Eric
week.
says we should.
We may see them next week. Do you want to show them before they go live? And Andy is aiming for the end of the
We
month.
need to get the spelling right for Eric, otherwise it's gonna look super weird. So our Eric is Eric with a K, just so we're all aligned. Good job, guys.
All right, come on, Andy.
Eric with a Q. I love that. Okay. I'm gonna save cap for next week, guys. All right. Just because.
Just because.
Just because.
Andy, you're killing me, man.
I hope you guys aren't too angry or upset at me. If you are,
I'm crying.
I understand. I saw a bunch of 1337s. You guys were excited. But next week we can wait. It's only 7 days. It's only 6 days technically. 6 days. You know. All right. So that's a sneak peek on the Monatomic
Anything
outfit
else?
set. on my build that I'm gonna get a new build next time. Maybe. We'll see. All right. So a few more things. A bunch of people have been asking about like a weekly blog update, which, by the way, everyone, Layla also writes those. So she's like a writing queen, if you will. So the weekly blog updates, we are gonna actually try something cool from now on. And this, maybe not. We're gonna try it next week. Hopefully we can get it in next week. If not, then it's gonna be in the near future. But we want to give like small progress updates on certain things. Maybe it's, you know, just like here's what this team is working on. Here's what this team is working on. Here's like some progress on some items from the roadmap. It's not going to be anything like huge or any like paragraphs or essays. It's going to be like a few bullet points here and there just to show you guys that, you know, just to show you guys what we're working on, and just to show you guys that we're committed to what's on the roadmap and everything. So this is going to be on the weekly War Table blog. Just small little things here and there. And we're going to be starting dev spotlights on those. We're going to be starting community spotlights on those. This is like Q&As about, you know, just what each dev does, what they're excited about, what, you know, just a chance for everyone to meet them. And in addition, just community members, you know, streamers and everything, to just have a place for, basically in written form, and for us all to read on a weekly basis. So that's going to be a cool thing for our weekly blogs. We're going to roll it out, you know, not all at once, but just over time, basically. So Sandra Saad, voice of Kamala Khan, we were talking about, you know, bringing her on the stream, and it's gonna happen. It is actually happening. We talked to Sandra. She's really excited to be on the stream with us, and she can't wait to answer your questions. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It will not happen on the Fridays though. Right now it is scheduled for Tuesday, and I'm saying this coming Tuesday, the 20th, at 2 p.m. So, because, you know, scheduling conflicts and everything, and a lot of, you know, she's super busy, and just the fact that she's making time for us is amazing, and she loves us, we love her. But it is going to be a special stream on Tuesday. Unless I say otherwise, keep an eye out on our social channels, though, because, you know, during these times and during all of our scheduling and everything, things could change, but it is happening for sure. And right now the penciled in date is Tuesday, but we will announce it on social if anything changes. And please just, you know, tune in, watch. And we're going to open a thread on Reddit for you guys to ask her questions during the stream. I'm going to open that thread pretty shortly. Today, not shortly. Sometime today I'll open a thread on Reddit. For you guys to ask questions to her and to Hannah, who wrote Kamala. So that's gonna be super fun.
And this time I'll actually get to be there.
I know.
Which, you know, it's pretty exciting.
I tried to, you know, I was like, I'm gonna hide this from Phil.
You tried. You did try. I found out about it again. Yeah.
I tried. No revenge stream this time.
There's still revenge stream.
I
still owe people a revenge stream though.
You do.
I need to wait until you're on PTO, and then me and Layla will just do the revenge stream.
Okay. I can't wait to watch.
I'll figure that out. Yeah, no, totally. You can watch with your slippers while we leak everything.
Ah, interesting. Burst ZG Andy, I will eat 100 pennies if you leak MCU suits.
Wow.
Wow, that's a lot of pennies.
That's a fair amount of pennies.
Yeah, almost as much as I ate.
It's a whole $1.
It is. That's
Why don't you just eat $1?
Yeah.
But if
That's
they eat
easy.
100 pennies, then they do some belly dancing. I bet you could get some sweet music to go along with it.
All right, I can unmute probably at this point, right? So they're
Yeah.
just about to wrap up here.
What?
They're just about to wrap up here.
It's not the
Andy's just
weirdest
like,
thing I've ever
okay.
said.
Mhm.
Well, it's because he's actually thinking about it.
A few of the earliest we'll see a bit of
I
Black
am.
Panther
That's
gameplay
just
will
what I
probably be
do on a
June-ish.
daily
Yeah,
basis, you know,
seemingly
just
they're trying to
belly
go in
dance
order
and
of what's coming, right? So they're trying
And
not
if
to
people
talk
are
too
asking
far.
if the Red Room is
Oh.
a timed event or if the Red Room is going to stick.
It is timed. I don't even know. I should have said that, but I did. All right. so we have meetings now. Now even. Phil, is there anything you want to talk about?
I'm gonna try to give you guys an update on patrols next time we meet. Probably not for the Sandra stream because we'll keep that focused. But next week, hopefully, give you guys some updates on patrols. Also, we had a chat internally with some of the other design leads, and in some of the blogs, we're gonna start giving you some information on some upcoming features. So we literally just had a couple of conversations on some really cool upcoming stuff that you guys have been asking about. And I know specifically some of the information you're going to get is on what we're doing for loot moving forward and some highly requested features like loadouts and stuff like that. So you should be able to get some good updates on that in some of the upcoming blogs. So really good stuff coming.
Cool. Layla, do you have anything to say? No. All right.
Well, honestly, the first thing that came to mind had nothing to do with anything.
Cool.
Like,
Cool.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Sounds appropriate.
Cool.
Your
Well,
bones are wet.
our phones are lit.
Your bones are wet.
I don't know.
Okay.
Like if you think about it, because they're in your
Huh?
body.
Layla is
Okay.
just.
All right.
You know what? With that, just a last minute.
Wow. Layla.
Digital photography from all
on
the four that
something,
you
man.
saw today
Holy
was from
moly.
Outer Rims. From
Have you ever
Meowster
talked to
Shed,
someone who might be
and from
permafried? I
Lithium.
think that's what Layla is. I think
And I
she might be
forgot to
permafried,
shout out
saying stuff like
last
that.
week. So Zero G, thank you so much for.
She might be
showing us
permafried.
Your Hawkeye photo mode shot from last
She's
week.
not wrong.
I apologize for skipping it. All right,
Holy
and
moly,
this is a short
dude.
stream. Apologies, guys. We
Layla
have a
can hit
meeting
my
to
line.
make. We're actually kind of overdue right now. So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. Yeah, and enjoy the Tachyon
Oh my
Anomaly event
God,
because the
dude.
next time we see you, it will already
What happened
be
to the new
live.
skin for Hawkeye? Which one?
All right, bye
Have fun, guys.
everyone.
Later.
All right. There it is, guys. There it is. That is the end of the stream today. All right. So we got some information. Some information. We got some stuff, guys. Maybe the TAs will be repeatable mission change with different events that will continue even while the red room is going on, so there's potential there. So I think the event stuff, guys, like what they're trying to do is these are all like kind of like first passes with all these events. And if people like them, they'll bring them back, reiterate on them. Like it all depends. Like if we enjoy Tachyon, Anomaly, Temporal Assault, whatever it is, like if we like them, then they'll bring them back. If we don't like them, then it'll probably never come back. Same thing with like Red Room Takeover. Red Room Takeover is cool. People will bring it back, right? But yeah, I mean it's interesting. I mean it's sort of interesting, but obviously like Red Room Takeover is a timed event. I mean that's pretty obvious, I guess. Like it is what it is. Yo, chat is crowded. What's up, Rid? What's up, Tyree? What's up, man? Can I call in? I want to talk about War Machine. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do now for the next half hour, 20 minutes. If you guys are part of the Discord, you guys can call in, I guess is the best way to put it. And we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about for the next little bit here. I think my dinner's here, so we're maybe it won't be that long. But Layla's fun facts about bones being wet gave me anxiety. Lovely. I just asked if the Red Room timed event. They answered me, so play. Hey, Morgan. Nice question. Those skins are pretty gimmicky. I might buy one if it's cool enough. The Hulk would be like blacklight over like iron. I thought that too. I actually thought that too. I thought all of them were gonna be like it was all gonna be like, the whole design of like Iron Man. I thought wrong, I guess. But all right, Jazzy, if you want to come into the lobby / waiting room, I will bring you in, and then we'll get started with these questions. They have to make it cool for us to want it back. I agree. Hoping for monthly event rotations when they're more in game will keep things a little fresh between months. That's a good way to put it. It's nice to know that OLTs are pretty much like they're on the doorstep. They're just there on the doorstep. All right, guys, hold on. All right, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What's going on?
It's good to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect you to be here this fast.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm trying to keep these like pretty short and sweet. So, what do you got?
So I just wanted to apologize for raiding your stream a couple days ago with
That's
the
okay.
War Machine gang.
That's
Yep.
okay. That's okay.
Which, speaking of which, I'm
Yes.
officially starting the War Machine Nation.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be starting a new Discord soon. War
Oh,
Machine
okay.
Nation, yeah.
Okay. Are you just here to
And if,
self-promote your War Machine group?
I mean, I also want to ask you a really important question.
All right, what's up? What do you got?
Which heroes do you think should get expansions?
Probably the bigger players, something like a Doctor Strange or like a Captain Marvel. Anyone that's like a big player, so like you kind of see it now where it's like the bigger players will probably get expansions, right? I think Black Panther probably sets that precedent where like a Captain Marvel follows, a Doctor Strange follows. You could probably even modify that. So instead of like a Winter Soldier expansion, you could do something like a Hydra expansion. You know what I mean? So like not necessarily you have to stick to the operation themed where it's like, you get a character, a villain, and like a few missions. You could probably take that, build upon it, and just change it into a Hydra expansion instead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm.
I feel like my worst fear is that they will do an AIM expansion.
No. No. I'll quit the game.
For real, you'll actually quit the game.
If they're so tone deaf that they do an AIM expansion, yeah, why not? I know you're memeing. They'll never do it. That's why I can safely say I would quit the game.
Well, would you like to see a Latveria expansion with Doctor
Yeah.
Doom as a villain?
Yeah, why not? Of course. Anything that totally expands the kind of reach of the game, and kind of expands like the universe of the game, I think is a really cool opportunity. So something like a Doctor Doom themed expansion, even if they had access to like the X-Men characters and do like a full X-Men themed expansion, like stuff like that. But I definitely think you'll probably see expansions go to the bigger characters and the bigger players within the universe that they're trying to build. So something like, for me personally, something like a Hydra expansion would be something I would say is off the table.
Yeah, I feel like they could probably do a negative zone expansion or a space expansion.
Sure.
Because we don't have that much of space, and a lot of space films could come from that, like Annihilus, Galactus, if possible.
Mm-hmm.
Ronin. Well,
sure, and I mean, like we have an idea that the game is going to space, or like, when Captain Marvel comes around. So like, there's already precedent there that like the game is going a more galactic state.
Yeah. Another quick question.
Sure.
Do you think that the Avengers' death in Future Imperfect should have been more expanded on?
Of course, yeah. I can say this like pretty like wholeheartedly that like Future Imperfect was way too short all around. We didn't really see a lot of the story behind anything that happened. Maestro was just kind of thrown at us. We never really got to explore a lot of cool plot threads that could have been explored. Even looking at like the mission chains, how many missions there were, like Future Imperfect was just way too short all around to really be classified as anything other than just like a few extra missions. It was like, it's pretty brutal that we got that. Because to me, Kate's operation was like a pretty decent length, but like Hawkeye's fell way too short, and there's a lot of things that they probably could have explored. They didn't, and I wonder if that's just due to the time they had to work on it.
It probably was due to the time, since Cosmic Cube was supposed to come out early with the rest.
Mm-hmm.
But if you expand on certain things, like Kamala being a kid and dies, that's pretty huge.
I mean, it's a dark story, but I think when you start talking about these dark themes, it's like, are you half in or half out? And they were half in, but like, it's one of those things where I would have loved to see like a little bit more shown or even talked about, because what we got was just like unsatisfactory in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, and there's a lot to go over about Future Imperfect. I felt like it was short, but it was well lived for the story. I feel like Cosmic Cube might go back to it, since they need a free Fury, since that was their Fury.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, ideally, we'll see something with Cosmic Cube and not just like, 2 or 3 missions.
Oh God. Ooh.
We'll see.
We'll
see.
Yeah. We'll see. I
Yes,
hope it's
sir.
not. It probably might be, but if it's like that, then
Mhm.
hopefully they'll release something alongside with it, like the Omega level threats or the cloning labs or
Right, to
even War Machine.
soften the blow a little bit to, yeah, I mean, the problem is like softening the blow doesn't really help when you're looking for narrative content, right? We saw that with Future Perfect. Like Hawkeye's a cool character, but like narratively it was pretty weak all around. And because of that,
Yeah.
we're suffering because of it. So, yeah, so I mean like yeah, they could release stuff alongside it, but if you're looking for that narrative deep story content, you might be a little disappointed.
Yeah, I saw it in your chat. Darth Rios, sorry if I
Yes.
said that wrong. He said, "Not yet. We need more rogue villains than cosmic villains," and that could work if
Mhm.
they're doing small updates like Cosmic Cube.
Sure.
They could release like a minor villain, and I think
Sure.
that's a great idea.
Yeah. I mean, yes. It just seems the narrative is pushing towards this Kree invasion. We'll have to wait and see how things go. I mean, like, what? Maybe there's a different plot thread that gets, kind of started with Black Panther that goes a totally different direction. It's like a side story that we have to kind of deal with, and because of that, we get more grounded villains because of it. But I think overall, excuse me, where the game's going is obviously Kree invasion, space. Like there is seemingly an overarching plan for the game to go out of into the space and off of the world, right? So it totally depends on how they handle the narrative and like are they going to push really quickly to go out in space, or are they going to take their time and give us little side stories and side events that tie us back to the earth.
Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy event if we ever get there. Another question
All right, last one.
for. All right,
Last
yep,
one.
last one. So I might as well make this important, right?
Make this the best one you got.
Okay, how would you do your version of the Kree storyline?
Oh god,
So
dude, that's
you
going
have
to
to.
take so long. Can I answer that with Stardust this weekend? Because that's a very long question.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me answer that with Stardust because that's a very long question, and I do want to make sure like Rid gets in.
All right, well, I'll see everybody later. Hashtag War Machine Gang, and keep living. Wear a mask.
There you go. There you go. All right, guys. Last one here. Rid's coming in, and we'll see what Rid's got going on for us. Yo, what's up, Jonas? What's going on, everybody? So, guys, at the end of the dev streams from now on, just a little quick thing. At the end of the dev streams from here on out, what I'll do afterwards is I'll pull people in from the Discord if they want to talk about something. It just gives me a chance to kind of talk to you guys, gives you a chance to kind of, talk to the chat essentially. And if you guys have cool ideas, cool questions, I basically want to give you guys a platform here to talk about some of the cool ideas that you guys have for the game. So this is going to be an ongoing thing, not just this week, but every week forward. So today is just kind of like the little test run of it. So we're going to see how this goes. But we got Rid coming in here, and we'll see what Rid's got to say to us. Rid, hello? Rid?
Hi.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good, man. So what do you got for us?
Yeah, so I didn't really have a question prepared except for one. So my question for you was going to be, you know how obviously the game has a lot of problems, but it has also a lot of good things. But
Yeah.
in your opinion,
Yeah.
what do you think is the biggest problem that the game have that should be fixed, like priority?
Endgame, 100%. The fact of the matter is, when you build a looter, when you build a game with this, you need an end game for players to kind of really, end game is kind of encapsulating a lot of things, right? So for me, it's end game, it's items, it's the chase, right? The problem is like right now, and we talked a little bit about this on Discord last night, where it's like we're missing a big point of the end game, right? So you can get your items, which aren't really the greatest items that you get in the looter, but there's nowhere to kind of take those items and play with your friends in a total end game environment, right? Whether that's dungeons, where that's raids, where you're missing that team environment to take your friends and go and accomplish like a team objective. We have kind of these missions or whatever, and you can bump them up to challenge 4, but it's not really the same as kind of taking your buddies on a weekend or a new raid drops or a new dungeon drops, and it's like, all right guys, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna accomplish this together, right? They're missing that kind of team camaraderie that you get out of these environments, out of these objectives, out of these missions. And because of that, the game really doesn't really have wheels to spin when you start getting towards this end game. Now you could talk about like a hero roster or stuff like that, and those are issues that are, issues. But for me, when you have nothing to do with your heroes at endgame, the game really falls apart. And that's where I would honestly, and I may take some flack for saying this, but I would have totally just dedicated as many engineers as it needed to take to make sure OLTs and stuff like that were ready to go as soon as possible after launch. Because like you see it now, right? You get a Kate Bishop, you get a Hawkeye, and once you're done, you kind of put them to 150. It's like, what's next? The items aren't too great. You don't really have a lot of things to do, and you're just kind of playing the play instead of playing to go after an objective. And to me, that's a fault of like their bugs not being squashed as soon as they could be.
Yeah, totally understand. For me, obviously, I always thought that the biggest problem they do is they focus more on quantity instead of quality. So they kept pushing out a lot of stuff that obviously the game couldn't handle. So we got a lot of bugs. And then at the same time, will the end game even be fun if it's just going to be another pushed mission, but more like longer? So I think they should take their time to design these missions to be more focused, to be more like cooperative, more fun.
Sure.
And at the end of the day, we could have loot, like amazing loot or bad loot, but with a game like this, I think for me the fun factor is the most important thing.
Sure.
So they're nailing combat. We just need to use this combat in certain scenarios that we could actually cooperate and talk to our friends and these unique objectives and stuff.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Yeah, 100%. I mean, look at a lot of these games that are like super successful, right? Like, just getting your buddies together, or matchmaking into a random party, and you go and do like a super like a dungeon or a raid or whatever. Like, and that's fun. It's accomplishing a team objective together. It's overcoming like those obstacles together, right? And because like we don't necessarily have those, everyone just like I said, you get to 150 and then you're looking around saying, what's next?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I don't want to take too much of your time. That's
No,
all
you're
I
good,
had
man.
prepared before I came in.
No, it sounds good,
Yeah,
man.
so
Sounds good.
I hope you have a fantastic day.
You too, Rit. Thanks
Yeah.
a lot, man.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, see you later.
Later. All right, guys. So that was pretty good. Pretty good questions there. Once again, guys, this is going to be something I'm going to do at the end of every stream. So at the end of every stream, or every dev stream, I should say, sorry, I'll bring you guys in. You guys got a cool question, something you want to talk about, feel free. Basically, if you guys got something cool that you think would help Marvel's Avengers, I want to give you guys the platform here to kind of, express what you think is best for the game. So appreciate Jazzy and Rid coming in here and, kind of throwing out some cool questions, cool ideas. And yeah, man, that was it. Multiplayer game keeps getting single player content is the problem. Yeah, I said that for a while, Electro. Honestly, that's one of the biggest issues is that they're walking the line between single player and multiplayer. And when you start walking the line, you're not totally diverting all your resources to one particular group. So because of that, each group is going to walk away a little unhappy instead of like trying to focus in on one group and making them 100% happy, right? So it's one of those things where they're really going to have to figure out, can they continue walking the line like this, or is this something they're going to have to figure out and kind of, move towards one direction. I hope this game fast died. Oh, well, your presence in my chat really died fast. So, we'll see you later, man. Appreciate your great response. As someone who primarily plays solo, I'm not complaining. Do you think there needs to be a balance? That's fair. No more call-ins? Hey, man, I got probably another 5 minutes before I got some dinner that's here. So if you guys want to quickly jump in here, of course, it's in the Discord, and we can do one or two more. Hi, really, you could possibly create a thread of these ideas and send them to developers to help them improve. Yeah, I basically I'm going to keep these public. Like the dev stream VODs are always the public ones, right? So with them being public, I will definitely go and kind of mark out some cool ideas and I'll send them along. Hi, really coming with smoke. All right, hold on. We got Caged. Hold on. What's up, buddy? Hello, Caged?
I got bored.
Oh, you don't have a question?
No, I just got bored.
All right, we moved him out very quickly. Really good. Looking forward to next week. What's up, Sean? What's going on, man? How you doing? At least they're making money now and no more at loss. This way they can improve the end game content. They were actually number 9 on like the Xbox sales or whatever for like last month or something. It was crazy. Great job, keep it the great work, Pippin. I like the end of the streets. Yo, always, man. I appreciate you hanging out, bro. How you doing today, man? How you doing? Hold on. Oh, it's my dinner. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you. All right. So I think that's it, guys. We have no more questions. What I'm going to do, guys, is basically I'm going to keep kind of like repeating this. This is for you guys to kind of express your ideas. A lot of you guys come in here week after week and you guys got some fire ideas. And sometimes I do miss them. So I want to give you guys the opportunity to kind of like express your cool ideas because you guys do honestly come in here and you guys have some cool shit. So I want to give you guys the opportunity to kind of say them on a platform. And hopefully this is something that keeps going. You know, I appreciate you guys always coming in here and hanging out. Check Twitter DMs when you get off. No worries. Yo, Electro with the 5, man. Electro, I appreciate that 5, dude. Uber Eats, bro. Some home cooked meal. I got that Harvey's, bro. I got Harvey's. It definitely seems that the game is finally hitting some kind of rhythm. Hope it can stick the landing this time. I mean, hopefully, man. I mean, that's the problem sometimes is like games, you know, and not just Avengers, but like I've been eyeing Monster Hunter too, and like Monster Hunter doesn't even have like their end game in set right now, right? It's like it sucks, but I mean, hopefully this game as well as some others just kind of stick the landing when it comes to a lot of the stuff they're planning, you know? Was waiting in the lobby next week then? Wait. You're waiting in the lobby? Mr. Todd, I didn't see you. Are you sure you're waiting? Mr. Todd, come back in. Panda Express. Ooh. Just Burger King? Ooh, Burger King. Great stream and cool ideas and questions. Benny, I appreciate that. We're going to get one more in here. Doing well social distancing. Y'all hit that like button. Yo, always. I appreciate you, man. Hope everyone's staying safe, bro. Everyone's staying safe. We're going to do one more. I'm going to get Mr. Tun. Stay active, stay humble in here. And we're going to fire off one more question. We're going to get this going. Mr. Tun, what is your Discord name, my friend? Is it the same thing? Oh, we got G. All right. Hold on. Oh, G left. Interesting. G, you're killing me, man. You're killing me. All right. Mr. Tun. Is this like a Tinder where you like you meet someone on Tinder and then you go and like meet them and they never show up? Is this what's happening to me on stream right now? I was in the middle of a yawn, didn't expect you to actually invite me. No, you're good. CEO Disaster. All right. Are you? If you're in, man, feel free just to join in. Join the lobby and I'll drag you in, man. Oh, he started a call. Okay, hold on. All right, we got one more, guys. Catfish. Hello? Oh. Hello? Oh. I think we're playing a little bit of phone tag here. All right, hold on. Wait. Oh. All right, here we go. Hello?
Hello, Hyrule.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, what do you think when it comes to the game,
Mm-hmm.
as them implementing like small things that will keep the fans happy and keep the game going, just like Fortnite introduces skins,
Mm-hmm.
Warframe introduces small DLCs, there's other looters or live service games that introduce these small things just to keep us, even to spend our money.
Yep.
I feel like with Avengers, they don't have that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. I would imagine, so I would classify the Red Room Takeover and Tachyon Anomaly like those smaller events, right? These things are only going to last 2 weeks. They're not really the greatest in terms of substantial content, but what they're kind of supposed to do is kind of give you guys new reasons to log in every week. So, for for me, this is like kind of the test run of like, are these events sustainable and are they bringing players back to the game, right? In terms of like skins and stuff, I mean, they're trying. I mean, I mean, like what they showed today, is like they're throwing shit at the wall and seeing if it sticks, right? Like out of everything I could have expected out of skins, like what we saw today was like so far down on the list, I'd never even considered it, right? So I mean, like it's one of those things where like they're throwing ideas at the wall and they're trying to kind of see what's gonna stick. I mean, obviously, you know, as I keep saying, like something like Tachyon Anomaly is not going to satisfy endgame players to the point where it's like those endgame players are going to log in every day and be like, this is so cool. Like, no, like for the most part, they're going to log in, they're going to play it, and then they're going to turn the game off again, right? So
if it's the same thing that I've played already, that's just like I get it for Hulks 4, but it's basically the same thing I've played already. Like to me, I'm an endgame player.
Yeah,
you know, I played from launch.
Yep. Well, and that's the problem, right? Stuff like this isn't going to satisfy like someone like you who's an endgame player, right? Because it's more of a gimmick event, right? It's not necessarily something that is designed to kind of keep people on that endgame kind of, you know, spinning the wheels. It's kind of just like people who are just not necessarily there but are still enjoying the game. It's like, oh, this is like something cool, right? So unfortunately, like stuff like this is kind of hit and miss depending on which group of the player base you're in. But hopefully they take something like this and they refine it a little bit and they come up with something different, so like the end game players have something a little bit different to play, right? The problem with this stuff is like this is like their first iteration of a lot of this stuff, right? It's not necessarily you know, it's not like this is their 6th or 7th event where they know a lot of it. It's basically like now is the time for them to throw shit at the wall and see like what players like and what they don't like. If they end up like at the end of like the next 2 weeks, if they see players aren't really engaging with this content, players don't really care for this content, and players are saying we never want to see this again, this will never come back, like at all. This will never come back again. But on the flip side, if something like this works out, people really enjoy it, then you may see a second iteration of this, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. But I feel like as well, there's so many other small things they can implement, like a emote wheel. How can you not have an emote wheel at launch? Do you know what I mean? That to me is something so
that's an oversight
in a game.
Yep.
Like this. Do you know what I mean? And
I agree. I agree.
You've got the smallest little details goes a long way for fans like me who's been a fan of Marvel since I was a kid, and I've got my own kids now. I want them to enjoy Marvel. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like they could have implemented, like, for example, transformations. Bruce, and like people will log on because I play Star Trek online still to this day. I play these.
Oh, you are my favorite person, dude. Openly admitting you still play Star Trek online in 2021. You are my new favorite person, man.
I will log in to buy a new ship. That will make me. Do you know what I mean? I will spend my money. I could walk around because I'm a Trekkie, so I will walk around on the ship. I'll feel like I'm the captain of this ship. Do you know what I mean? It's that feeling, that immersion. I feel like this game as well doesn't have for players that will just stay in the game all day just to feel like that hero that they want to be. They don't
I agree. I agree 100%. You know, one of the best ways to look at it is like a lot of these things that we're asking for are small things, but when you start taking the small things and adding them together, they become a big thing. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where it's like they're trying to chip away at it. I would be very surprised if we don't hear about an emo wheel like very soon. It's one of the things that everyone's talking about, right? Like an emo wheel is definitely something that has to be coming soon. But then the question becomes then, like, why was that overlooked in the first place? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of it comes down to, because I watch the dev streams, and I remember there was one stream, they was like, if some of the devs, they weren't a fan of the comics from the start, like, well, they've researched now, but I feel like a game like this, you have to be a pure fan. You have to be like, with any, like, the Trek games, any of the big IP games that got made, they were fans. Do you know what I mean? That's why the Snyderverse was so big. He was big on the actual games, the Batman series games. That's why in the film, the Batman sequence, I think it's Batman vs Superman or the Justice League movie, there was a sequence where he fight. That's actually straight out of the game.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it comes down to is I don't necessarily need every single animator to be a fan of like Captain America, for example. But I need like the top people, the people who are making the decisions, the people who have the vision of the game. even if they're not the biggest fans, I need them to at least understand why the characters are the way they are, right? What motivates the
Exactly.
characters, what kind of brings these characters to life for a lot of the people. Because even though, like, Jill, who works in animation, may not be a fan of the character, maybe she's just there working for a paycheck. But the enthusiasm that is passed down through the information, through the conversations, through the, just the work experience, then kind of brings forth that kind of joyous joy that you get working on some of these characters. So I mean, it's tough because I don't know. I mean, I hear Phil and I hear Phil talk about the characters, and I get Phil is like really into a lot of this stuff, right? But I haven't seen enough from the other senior leads at Crystal Dynamics to really understand if they really get what these characters mean to people, because these characters mean
Exactly.
so much to so many people. And because of that, there's a certain level of expectation that goes on with these characters that if they didn't understand, they sure do know now, right? um and that's the reality, right? Like if they just thought this was going to be a run of the mill kind of like, you put out like a superhero game, people buy it. Yeah, I mean, like, no, like their world's been flipped around, right? So I imagine there's people scattered within Crystal who really do understand. I mean, like, I've talked with Andy. I know Andy's a big fan, right? But he's also a community manager. Like, his influence over design isn't there, essentially, right? So
Yeah.
it really comes down to like the senior levels and like how much do they get these characters, how much do they get Marvel, and then passing that enthusiasm down to the people who are just there for a paycheck, essentially. Some of them, but I definitely would agree that it does, you do need fans within the process to really kind of bring together like there's only so much, like, how do I want to say this? There's like a secret ingredient missing from a lot of this stuff. And that secret ingredient
Yeah.
is the fandom,
Yeah.
So no, I
Do you not,
definitely agree.
do you not agree that I will say
Mm-hmm.
before the Black Panther expansion,
Mm-hmm.
patrol mode will be the step before Black Panther to try and bring some of the fans back to the game. As in, you can
Mm-hmm.
implement so much in patrol mode that you probably couldn't implement in operations or the
Mm-hmm.
campaign, if that
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. Because if that's supposed to be a free roam map,
Yeah.
like other games have introduced, because I've played Warframe for years, when
Mm-hmm.
they introduced the free roam maps, you can now use vehicles, but only in those free roam maps you can use the vehicles, or you can do certain stuff within that, because you want to continuously go around the map. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that is the best place, patrol mode, to implement some of these things, or even Black Panther. When they with that expansion, as in, I don't know if you've seen the trailer, and actually the DO, he's got the Black Panther crest on his chest. To me, I have a feeling that's sort of like a necklace, a Black Panther necklace that he presses a button and he puts his suit on. Now that'll be a good implementation. That'll be a time to implement transformations into the game.
Yeah, no, I agree. My only worry about patrol mode in particular is that I think people will look at patrol mode and say, like, why does patrol mode get all this cool stuff and why can't the other missions get a lot of this stuff? Now, say for example, say that wasn't a conversation people were having. People were just very happy to have like these new traversal things, whether they're vehicles or whatever, in patrol mode particularly. Yeah, that's cool. Like, I don't have anything against that. My worry is the conversation surrounding why does patrol mode get all this and why isn't this in these other missions, right? But if they come out and clearly say this is only for patrol mode's going to have this stuff, this is only for this, it's a box and we're putting this stuff in the box and this box is not moving, totally fine with it. I try
I'm
to
fine
think.
with it too, because
Mhm.
I don't know if you actually got the comics before the game come out, but in the comics, especially the
Mhm.
front cover, Captain America has a bike. Why
Yep.
would you put that on your game comic and not
Mhm.
have that in the game?
Yeah. So I think a lot of those deals are made with not so much like gameplay in mind. It's just kind of like a like, it's just so much like a deal that they make to try and tell like a prequel story or whatever. But I definitely agree that like if they come out and they're very clear that like, hey, Captain America's gonna have a bike in patrol mode, he's not gonna have a bike anywhere else. Like, point blank, no ifs, ands,
They
or
don't
buts.
even have to implement a bike. You can go. There's so much source material. Even
Sure.
the Avengers cartoon Assemble, they had even Captain America. They used the Sky Cycle from Hawkeye.
Mhm.
They use like the Sky Cycle, which is in the comics. Hawkeye has the Sky Cycle.
Yep.
Like, I don't even want to go into the fact that in the comics, Hawkeye actually never has a sword and a bow on his back at the same time. But I don't even want to go into all of that.
Sure.
That's, for some people, that they wouldn't understand that. To me, that means a lot. Why the hell does he have a sword with his quiver on the back. That doesn't make no sense. And even in the artwork, if you actually look at their Hawkeye artwork, he doesn't have a sword on his back. They actually used his bow as like a staff in the artwork.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a bit confused in that. Did they change their mind, or do you know what I mean? There's like these little things for me. The artwork to me looks way better than the actual
stuff you get in the game, right? Yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, I would love the chance to, like, remind me of that question, because I would love the chance to get to interview someone from like the costume team and the art team. I know that's something they're trying to work on independently for a developer stream. So save that one, save that question, because that might be something we can circle back on and actually seemingly try and get an answer to, because that's actually a really good question.
I just see in the chat a hoverboard, like for example, that's there's so many things you can there's so many ideas, but I think, to be honest, even if you look at the smallest detail to me, as in if you look at one of the maps, I forgot what map it is, operations, the one with the buildings, like inside the buildings, it's just like a picture. It's not even like a detail of actually the inside of the building. I think that's bad for a AAA game. That's bad.
Yeah, and you know what they'll probably tell you? I can already answer that question. They'll probably say due to rendering on like old consoles, they had to figure out a way to get around that. That's probably the answer
rubbish.
They would give you. That's I know people are gonna like that answer, but that is more than likely the answer they would give you. Because that was like their answer towards traversal. Was it last week or the week before? Someone brought up traversal, and Phil said it comes down to like the old consoles and trying to stream all the stuff there. And a lot of it, I would say a lot of this comes down to maybe I don't want to say inability, but maybe their expertise in kind of making things that work that way isn't necessarily up to par with like Digital Extremes, for example, or a Bungie. Bungie's had Sparrows for so long now. And there's been some hitches here and there, right? Like, when you hit a loading, maybe you get a hitch there, but for the most part, if you're playing on like a new console or PC, you don't really get those, right? So maybe there's something there to that. I don't know, but that's probably the answer they would give you when it comes to a lot of those questions, unfortunately. But I don't disagree that if they could do something for patrol mode that we're able to kind of move around faster, however it may be, I would say like I would be all for that. I just don't want people to kind of take that what we get there and then start saying, why can't we have this everywhere else? You know what I mean?
I agree with that, because that's even the best place even to think about it for transformations will be patrol mode, because I played, like I said, DC Universe Online. You could change your suits on the go. You could be wearing a civilian, then next minute your hero's actually wearing a suit. It makes you feel immersed in the world. Like a patrol mode, you're roaming about. It will get boring after a while, just going around. They need an easy option, I would say, for skins as well, like in the emote world, because imagine you're going around on the map, then you have to go and pause and change your skin, and they need an option for that. To give me at least one option for one costume to be in the emote wheel.
I mean, I was gonna say, if you do an emo wheel and you just have like, maybe instead of an emo, you can put a costume there and it automatically just switches it for you. I mean, like that's a good point too. I actually had never even considered that. That's another good idea there too. I don't know what the functionality behind that is, but that's a great idea.
But that's what I'm a fan. That's what I think of this thing, because I'm a fan, and that's why I said if you have fans working on the game, you will produce the best quality. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's just common sense here.
I don't disagree that like when you have people who genuinely care about the product they're making, they will come up with ideas to kind of give the best ideas within the game itself. No, I definitely don't disagree with you there. And that's why, the question then becomes like, I hear Phil, I can tell Phil's a fan, right? Because the way he talks about things, when he's not being hounded by like, corporate overlords who hold him back, I can tell that he actually enjoys what he does. In the same vein with Andy, right? I know Andy's a huge Spider-Man fan with the conversation I had with him. But like, who else is a fan, And because of that, because it definitely comes down to like who's a businessman and who's a fan, right? You can have both, mind you. You can have someone who cares about the business and who's a fan too, but someone who's more a businessman than a fan, they're diametrically opposed to each other, right? So because of that, you're having people who want the coolest features, the coolest things, the coolest Marvel stuff, and you have someone on the other side going budgets, timelines, production, right? And it's like where does that meet in the middle? And because of that, sometimes we've been on the ass end of a lot of decisions that kind of make the game for a lot of fans not the greatest,
But even as a business decision, implement comic, actually they don't have to be comic accurate, but if you look at all the Marvel games, Marvel Heroes, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, you can Marvel Future Fight, all of them,
Yep.
that have all these things in the game. People pay top dollar. Fortnite, people pay top dollar. There's so many games you can go on list date. Like people pay top dollar for the best skins. That's it. So if you put comic book accurate skins in the game, people will pay that, and I bet you any money they will make all their money back and more.
So my only point to that is there's a few points to that. So I'm of the opinion that we haven't seen a sale, we haven't seen a price reduction. So to me, and I know this through anecdotal conversations, so they're anecdotal. I know people who pay hand over fist every week for costumes, hand over fist. Like they're ready, willing, and able to pay for costumes. Even the ones that that just came out, whether it was Hawkeye with the shirt, whether it's Hulk with the sandals, people are there willing to pay the money. Now the question then becomes, are they enough to keep the marketplace afloat? We don't know. I'm speculating that maybe they're making quite a bit of money off of that, Now the question becomes, like, is the margin so wide that they're leaving out that it makes sense for them to go and kind of chase that margin with those comic accurate skins? I don't know that answer either. Common sense would make you think, yeah, like there should be more people willing to pay that extra money to get those comic accurate skins. Why aren't you doing it? So the question that becomes, like, how much more work does it take, right? So say, for example, you do 80% of the work and you get 100,000 people that buy the skin, right? You do 100% of the work and you get 110,000 people that buy the skin, right?
Yeah.
Is it worth to go that extra 20% for those 10,000 more people? When that 20% extra work costs more than you're making up in that extra 10,000 people of revenue, for example. Very basic numbers there, right? Very basic numbers there. But like there's like so many questions that have to be asked there. And like my honest to God thoughts is that they're seeing data that supports what they're doing now, even though people are very upset, when a new skin comes out and it's not 100% accurate. I honest to God think that they're probably making enough money that they think this is probably good enough under the circumstances they're in,
Yeah, but I feel like the MCU skins, if they get them right, might change their opinion.
I agree 100%. Yes.
In everybody jumping on, even players that probably haven't played in a while, just to jump on to get those skins, make a couple videos on YouTube or photo mode for just those skins. I think they will change their mind.
No, I 100% agree with you. And I'm very curious to see what. So under my knowledge that I have this far, the accuracy of an MCU skin is way stricter than the accuracy of a comic skin, right? Marvel Studios does not fuck around when it comes to their representation of their suits and their characters, So I'm going to be very curious to see what kind of quality we're going to get with those. And because of that, how long it actually takes for them to come out, right? If it's one a month or whatever, then I can probably theorize that, they probably want skins that come out weekly instead of monthly, which is why you're getting, in some people's minds, half-ass skins, right? If MCU skins come out week after week after week after week, it's like, why couldn't you do this with comic skins, Yeah. So it totally depends on, like, the frequency of the MCU skins and the quality of them, because that will kind of shine a spotlight on, like, what may be the issue when it comes to the other skins and the representation of the comic accurate skins that people are having an issue with.
Yeah, like I saw someone in chat just like said skin bundles. That would have been this is all common sense. I get what you're saying about the business terms, but these little things, people will rather pay for a skin bundle.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, like, I looked at a Valorant article that said, like, not a lot of people buy the bundle, but a lot of people will piece out what they want. So maybe they just thought, maybe I mean, I don't know, man. I really don't know. Like, sorry, I'm just gonna eat really quick here.
That's all right.
So I looked at a Valorant article. I did a video on the Valorant article, like the MCU skins or skins in general or whatever. And I looked at a Valorant article from Riot, and they had said that There are people who will buy the bundle, whether it's 80 or 90 or $100 or whatever. But a lot of people will just kind of piecemeal what they want, right? So they'll buy the one gun, that gun, and maybe a knife, right? So maybe they spend $40 and they get what they want instead of spending the $100 and getting the whole thing. So maybe in their mind, they figured that not a lot of people were gonna buy the whole bundle, so they said we're gonna piecemeal it. And then this is the scummy part here. Don't get me wrong. The people who want to buy all of them are going to pay more money than we may make in a bundle anyways.
Yeah.
Right? So don't get me wrong, like what they did with the team bundle, I agree that bundles are good. On their end, it was probably like, whoever's setting the store, and we'll never see those people publicly, and we know why. Those people are probably like, how do we milk? Like, and I'm going to say milk, and I hope people don't get the wrong impression. It's how do we milk the most money from the customers? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do agree that if they start looking towards more fan approved ideas, maybe there's revenue there that they haven't considered. Like there's a reason why.
Revenue. Like for example, let's just say they implemented Iron Man had a room with all his suits in, and you need a certain amount of suits to fill up the room. For example, people just buy suits to fill up their room. That hall of armor. Do you know what I mean? Like you would want that armor to fill up that space or that space. There's little things I feel like, even when I think about it now, the campaign never once actually had animation of him actually putting on his armor. If you actually look back,
the one time we
actually see him getting his armor.
Yep, the one time it gets close is like, exactly. No, I don't disagree. I really don't disagree with you. There's a reason why something like Star Trek Online still is going after how many years now, right? Like I think we're over 10 years, right?
It's 11.
11, yeah.
11
yeah, so something like, Star Trek has been going for 11 years, or the people bring up DC Online. There's a reason why that's been going for so long now, right? It's because they do things that make fans happy.
They just implemented Flashpoint. That's what I'm saying. They just brought Flashpoint to the Flashpoint Paradox, the movie. They just brought that into the game. That's what I'm saying. These little things.
Yeah. I don't disagree.
Imagine they brought Falcon and Winter. They brought those characters in the game while the TV show was on.
Yeah.
Think about people that would have brought to the game.
And it's funny you say that because that stretches to a lot of different Marvel games, right? For example, what was it, Future Fight or one of them? For a while when WandaVision was airing, if you went to their Twitter, people were like, "Where's the WandaVision update? Where's the WandaVision update? Where's this?" So I would say that might be a Marvel Games issue wholesale, right? Maybe the only one that actually was on time with a lot of their stuff was Super War, but that is like a totally different ball game because that's only in like a few regions, so on and so forth. But that may actually be like a whole Marvel Games issue rather than just like an Avengers issue. But I do agree with you that synergizing with the MCU is good for business, and we're gonna see that more, right? That's why we're having.
Say that they did say that on one of the streams that they're gonna try. It's gonna be more of that down the line.
Right, which is why we're having the Red Room takeover, which is why we're having MCU suits now, which is why I would bet my bottom dollar that Spider-Man is coming in December now. I would bet my bottom dollar.
Yeah, I agree with you. If that's the case, then Red Room takeover should be coming still in the game May the 7th, because that one is on May the 1st. Then we have that in May that on that Thursday, if I'm correct. May the 6th, May the 7th.
Red Room takeover hasn't moved. It's still coming in May.
Oh, so it's definitely still coming.
Yeah, no,
they're
bring
that to the end of May.
Well, we don't know when in May, but it's not coming in July, for example. It's still a May release. Like, whether it comes on like the day of like a Black Widow, what Black Widow is supposed to release or whatever. I mean, it's still coming within that month. Like, it's not like it's being moved to like a June or July now. So, it's still there.
Yeah, I definitely think though the next. I say Black Panther. I was gonna say the next 6 months, but I think Black Panther will make or break this game for the fans anyway. If they don't get that right down the road, because I think a lot of people are waiting to see if that's gonna be the change. And what's your opinion on that of that expansion being the change on the game and where the game is gonna be in probably 6 months' time?
Sure. So last one here, because I got someone else just waiting.
No problem.
So great question. I would say that Black Panther will be the final finale point of this short roadmap, right?
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that we're gonna have to watch is the expansion of the game throughout this 6 months. It's not necessarily like the game's not going to be touched, not going to be added, and at Black Panther in September, for example, right? We know that now there's only a dozen or so bugs until OLTs are released, right? We know there's going to be all these small little events. We know there's the Cosmic Cube. We know there's Patrol Mode. Now, as a single thing, a lot of these things are inconsequential to the game itself. Now, but by the time we get to Black Panther, all these things start coming together and they flesh out the game. They add a good foundation, and then we get Black Panther on top of that. So someone just coming back with Black Panther, there's going to be a more fleshed out game experience there. Ideally.
Yeah.
So that means like for someone who's playing every week, who's playing day to day, a lot of the things aren't changing until like these big things come out. But for a lot of people coming back, they'll have a better game ideally to come back from. So I don't think Black Panther is the make or break, in the sense that it's the sole update that will kill the game or make the game better, but it's ideally the cherry on top of the whole experience of these 6 months that will ideally reinforce the game's longevity, for example. And because of that, if they fail these first 6 months, I don't think it matters what Black Panther does, for example, right? Because you haven't fixed the foundational issues that the game has. And what did it say? You can throw a coat of, like, you can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. So so I mean, it totally depends on what they do leading up to Black Panther, and then we'll know where the game stands.
Yeah, I agree, man. High ruler rules, and see you next week, man.
Thanks, man. Have a great rest of your night. All right.
Easy, bro.
You too. Thanks, man. All right, man. That's a great conversation, man. That was great. I love that. I really give them hope, some inspiration. Listen, it's all good, guys. It's all good. All right. Is that it, guys? I know Monkey Bot. Are you still around, man? I know you were in there for a while. If not, I'm gonna go eat my dinner, and I'm gonna go hang out for a little bit. But once again, guys, obviously, what we're gonna do? Do you think when everything goes back to normal, do you think we'll get Nero's every month, like they said? Every month? Probably not. Yo, Monkey Bot, did you want to come in, man? I know you were hanging around, bro. I'll let you be the last one before I go eat my dinner. But you can even what? No, dude, come in. Let's go, man. Let's do it. It's all good. My dinner will be here in 5, 10, 15 minutes. It's all good. All right, here we go, guys. All right, dude, what's up?
Yo.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I was in there for so long. And
I know it's yeah. My bad, man. My bad.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. So basically, what I want to go back to like the Hawkeye trailer. And do you remember when, I can't remember the character's name, but can I do Hawkeye spoiler? Is that right?
Yeah, no, you're good. Everyone here has played it.
Yeah. So it's like, do you remember the trailer where Hawkeye went up to in his flat looking for Lucky, and everyone thought that was going to be like NPCs?
Hold on, I'm just trying to pull it. Is it the deep dive or like an actual?
It was the deep dive trailer, and it's his first mission in the city.
Right.
And he goes up to the door, and the guy who's looking after his flat, he's cooking hot dogs.
Right.
And there was loads of people at one point going, "Oh, there's NPCs are going to be in the game."
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever think that they will add NPCs? Because I feel like it's been a massively missed opportunity.
Yeah, when we probably ditch old gen consoles, more than likely. Yeah.
Like even with things that we've got now, like for example, the agents. We've got the Shield agents and the Inhuman agents, and we've got things like, say, the War Boss, the Warbot, and the Warship villain sectors, and they're there fighting with you. But there's no distinct difference between them.
No,
and I always felt like as soon as the game released, I'm like fighting with these Inhumans, and I'm just thinking in my head, why have these guys got guns?
Right.
Why are they not throwing fireballs and
Yep.
lightning and
Yeah,
ice
why
attacks?
are they using why aren't they using their powers? Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm just like, there's such a missed opportunity to me because
Yeah.
I feel like this game is, although to be honest, I do feel like the game is in a bit of a weird transitional state at the moment. It's a bit weird. But well, that's a kind of a different topic. But when the game released, I just felt like that was such a missed opportunity.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's like the game feels dead in a lot of areas, right? Like with the way yeah. No, I agree 100% with you. I mean like the only reason I can assume that is probably because they don't want to clog down. I can only assume. I'm not a game developer, so I'm gonna speculate why they probably do it. I'm gonna speculate why I think they're doing it, right? So to them, probably it's a matter of like, trying to throw too much into environment, performance, whatever. What I think it is that like trying to do a lot of that stuff probably takes away from what their core design is, which is like they want cool characters, they want like okay environments. They don't want you to be focused on like what the NPCs are doing. They want you to be focused on what you're doing, right? But because of that, what you're lacking kind of an environment that really makes you feel like you're saving anything, right? You kind of just feel like you're going in there, you're kicking ass, and then you're leaving. But like nothing really gets saved, nothing really gets done. It's just like it's run of the mill kind of missions, you know?
Yeah. I just feel like if this game stays in that sort of state, we are never going to get that War for Wakanda. Not War for Wakanda, the Wakanda battle. The
like the super big kind of like
the MCU Wakanda battle. We're never going to get anything like that unless they fix NPCs and things like that.
I would go out of my way today and say like that's probably not gonna like I would probably not expect that anyways. I think you'll never see like a big on-screen battle in this game ever. Like ever. I don't even after like the time like PS4 and Xbox One are like deceased, dead, long gone. You'll probably just never see anything like that unless it's like a cutscene, Like it's just one of those things where like I can't imagine they'll ever do something like that because of it. But also because of that, there's going to be the game may suffer because of that as well because people want those crazy big stakes, they want those crazy big battles, like they want a lot of that cool stuff. I just don't see it happening.
But we already know for the Kree invasion, we're fighting with AIM.
Yeah.
Are we going to have like AIM bots fighting with us, fighting the Kree? Are we going to have massive fights like that? Or is it just going to be the 4 Avengers and then just a cutscene? I just feel like that's going to be such a wasted opportunity.
I don't want to crush
we've got armies.
I don't want to crush your heart, but it's probably the second.
Oh,
it's probably the
I know.
second.
I know secretly down it probably is the case. But
it's one of those. It's one of those things where it's like, I keep telling people like hope for the best but expect the worst. You know what I mean? So like hope that we'll get like cool set pieces. And like to Phil's credit, he has said he wants bigger set pieces that make you feel like a superhero, right? So to his credit, maybe that's something they're trying to figure out how to do. I don't know if that means like more expansive boss battles, more expansive battles in general. He just said he wants something like that. But to me, it's like that's probably boss battle talk, right? That's like, more cool mechanics within boss battles and not so much like big overall battles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I suppose that is the main question with the NPCs. I just...
No, I hear you, man.
Feel like, it just the world just feels very empty. The game is fun. The heroes are fun. The combat is fun. The enemies, even though they're all robots, they're still fun to fight against. But it still just feels very empty.
Yeah, I mean, like it says a lot that if you remember the Hawkeye, it was a Hawkeye GIF or a video, whatever. And the people were so focused on like the people at the barbecue. If you remember, that was like the Valentine's one or whatever. And like so many people were like, "Oh my god, NPCs!" And then you get there and it's like, yeah, the NPCs aren't actually like a thing really. Like they're there and then they're not there.
For the cutscene and then they disappeared again.
Exactly. So I mean, like it's tough, man. To me, it's like NPCs are something that will probably be a pipe dream that a lot of people will want. I just don't know if we'll get anything on the scale of like a battle for Wakanda, for example, where it's like hundreds and hundreds.
I'm not expecting like hundreds, but
sure,
I don't know, just some sort of individuality. So you like who you're fighting with, for example, because everyone's the same. The scientists, the AIM scientists, the SHIELD agents, the Inhumans, they're all the same. There's no difference between them. So when you're like you go into war with them, and then they're there. There's like 3 or 4 of them. They're not really doing anything. They don't die. They don't really do any damage. But it's like you still get the idea of like, oh, you're fighting along these agents and But yeah, they're just I don't know. It just feels all the same.
No,
yeah,
I
just feel like
100% agree. I agree with you, and maybe that's something they can like. Maybe smaller scale stuff like that is something they could do, right? Like, you know, maybe for a raid, you're leading like a team of shield agents or something, right? And the shield agents, you know, maybe there's a mechanic involved that like shield agents can actually die, and if so many of them die, like your team wipes or something. You know what I mean? Like maybe something like that. It's a good happy middle ground. You know, like something like that could actually work. You know, I just it's one of those things where I don't necessarily know if NPCs will ever get to that point, but there is ways to kind of work it into a mission, I guess, right? Like, you know, the problem with like Theo, for example, is like you save a hostage and Theo comes in and teleports them. Why can't there be like an extraction team, you know, that we have to escort to like an extraction team, for example, like something like that where you're actually making a difference to saving someone, you know, like there are mission ideas out there. It's just a matter of them actually going and implementing them and doing it, you know?
But that's another thing, like even saving the shield agents or saving any agents whatsoever, it's just pointless. There's no incentive to do them anymore.
Oh yeah,
you get to level 50 and there's just no reason I ignore them. You just like, oh fine, stay trapped forever. Like there's no reason for me to save you.
Right.
I do feel like they need to add things like that.
So well, you could tie those optional objectives into like post level 50 progression, for example, right? Like maybe saving a hostage gives you like a certain amount of XP, which goes in your post level 50 progression, which means you're getting power up, like your Paragon system, for example, right? So like maybe there's ways they can tie that stuff into progression, so you actually feel incentivized to go and save those people, you know?
Yeah, like I know it's sort of they were with the faction missions, weren't they? I think if you saved them, they did link to faction XP, but now you're at level 50.
Right.
It's kind of just irrelevant again. So even if it was with post progression level 50, like I don't know, say post level 50 goes up to 60. Once you get to level 60, it's then useless again. And
my understanding of the Paragon system is like it just kind of keeps going and going and going and going. Like I don't think like depending on how they implement it, right? If you ever played Diablo, you know the Paragon system just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. I'm not going to say they're going to forever grow, but like eventually you do run into the issue that like, you know, it's kind of the conversation around Midtown Manhattan, right? People are looking at patrol mode and saying we need a double XP. It's like XP doesn't mean anything for endgame players, right? So like they got to figure out a way to kind of make XP meaningful. And then once you make XP meaningful, you make the actions within the game meaningful, right? So
like that's most of the problem right now. There's 3 ways to get XP, and that's levels, factions, and then there's challenge cards. But once you've maxed them all out, all 3 of those things are useless.
If they die, you lose a star. I mean, like, yeah, but like, does anyone really pay attention to like the star ratings? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm like an anomaly, I guess. I mean, I don't really look at the star ratings at the end of a mission. I just go and do the mission. If I die, I die. You know.
Yeah, I just don't see the point in star ratings. I never really.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, like I guess like the star ratings have an impact on like your rewards or whatever. But I mean, like at the end of the day, like, you know, I don't see anyone in the game that dies and restarts the full mission from top to bottom. You know what I mean? And that could be an issue all in itself. Is like star ratings are okay, but they don't handcuff you enough that you feel like if you die and your rewards are going to be so scaled back that you have to restart. You know, like it's one of those things where it's like they got to figure out ways to kind of incentivize actions within the game, and then when you incentivize those actions, people are more inclined to do them, I guess, you know.
Yeah, like I do feel like at the moment with Gear 2.0 changing and cosmetics changing, I think I mentioned this on the Discord yesterday. I think you were asleep, so you probably didn't read it. But it was really early in the morning for you.
Yeah,
you were. But I mentioned something on the Discord how I just feel like this whole transition with Gear 2.0 and the cosmetic change is just they've taken away so much to do and they haven't replaced it with anything yet.
Yeah.
So, for example, they've taken away elite villain sectors and put them on a daily priority mission. Or not a flashback. and the weekly priority missions. So you've taken away unlimited amount of grind for 1 day a mission grind, and then they've also got taken away patterns, so you can't grind patterns.
Right.
And the only thing at the moment that you can constantly grind for an unlimited amount of time a day is hives.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I enjoyed the game more with the bugs at release than I am now. Simply because back in the day, when it was released, I would go on, I'll be like, okay, I want to grind patterns today. Okay, I'm going to go for villain sector gear. And now it's just like, well, I could try my one villain sector, and then I guess I'll go on to hives and just grind out hives.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know. This transition to me is really
it's
slow and painful.
It's a weird spot to be in, because everything is so piecemeal that because it's so piecemeal, they are taking away a lot without giving us more. So it's almost like it's almost to the point where they're like, all right guys, just trust us, this cool stuff is coming and it's going to be so amazing. And it's like, okay, sure, but like, what are we supposed to do in the meantime, you know?
Yeah. See, I feel like this is really badly timed with the next gen release as well. Like as in the relaunch of the game, and then having this whole stale, not really anything going on.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, no, 100% I agree with you. Like having to rework like your loot system within like the first year, with it, you know, then you rework your cosmetic system within the first year, then you rework. Now we do know that Phil says they're looking at their marketplace system within the first year. That's 3 major systems that they're reworking within the first, 8, 9, 10 months of the game. Like that is tough. Like, and that's a big problem when it even comes to talking about like the overall progress of the game, is they're having to go back and rework so much of the stuff that they worked on pre-launch that it's, at some point they just got to like just fucking cut it loose, like it's tough because of all these things they're doing, we're delayed on content. We're delayed on these people working on some other stuff that we're waiting for, because like they got to fix their loot, they got to fix this, they got to fix that. And it's brutal because you're 100% correct that like we're sitting here waiting and it's like, what am I supposed to play today,
Yeah, like I want to play, but then I get on and I look at all the missions and I'm just like, oh, do I really want to do another hive? It's just it's just I've got like 30,000, is it units, the non-premium one, is it units? Yeah,
it's
got about 30,000 of them, no way to spend them. And it's just like, it's just
no, I hear you. I hear you.
It's just a weird spot.
I agree. I agree. Like it's a matter of like, just have to wait and see, man. Which is like the worst thing you can say to players nowadays, right? It's like wait and see.
It's soon. It's the quote soon thing all over again.
Yep.
Like I do believe it will be what they will bring out will be good. I do believe that they will do a good job with it. It's just it's this current stage right now.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, I feel like I have to take a break because there's just nothing else to do.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, no, and it's unfortunate that players are feeling that way, because like these games, like of course, like these games live and die by like your player engagement. There's natural ebbs and flows to these games, but like when your game is in this kind of spot, like you may lose players you never get back just because they're gonna move on, right? So
yeah.
Oh well. It is what it is. I mean, like, it's. I keep saying like it is what it is because like, unfortunately, like we're here just kind of like we're just gonna have to ride it out. Some people are more than likely not gonna ride it out. They're gonna move on to other games or whatever, right? But for the majority of us, it's kind of like we're just gonna have to wait and see. And hopefully, like you said, what they do bring out is good. There's just no way to know until like they actually bring it out.
Like I'm hoping these events will actually keep people engaged.
I hope so, but like,
I'm not really keen on Tachyon. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Out of everything that's in the roadmap, Tachyon Anomaly to me is just
the weakest one.
Yeah. It's really weak.
Yeah.
Like it's literally just Tachyon. Oh my god, what's the other thing? The one that's already in the game, Tachyon. No, it's Tachyon Anomaly.
Like Tachyon Anomaly is like
Tachyon Rift. Tachyon Rift.
Yeah, Tachyon Rifts. Yeah.
It's literally Tachyon Rift with multiple players.
Yeah.
And it's just like, really.
That is like that's just a tech test for them. Like to be honest, it is a tech test for them. Like they just want to see if they can how 4 Hulks or 4 Thors or whatever work And to be honest, like they'll just be like, yeah, this is a great feature, we're keeping it, and that's all this is, you know.
I do hope they do keep the feature. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie, but I think it should be completely separate to story related content.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Personally, like if I have like 4 Hulks in like an
Mhm.
operation, and it's just you want to like drive the story forward, it just takes away the whole believableness behind it.
Mhm.
Like if for your normal war zones and stuff like that, sure, go ahead, take
Yep.
4 Hulks, 4 Thors, whatever.
Yep.
But for story content, I think it should be
Yeah.
completely separate,
And I
which
think
kind of
that's
worries me.
yeah,
Sorry,
go
yeah,
for it.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
go.
It
The
kind
floor
of
is yours,
worries me
man.
that they're kind of you what?
I was saying the floor is yours, so please, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you again.
No, it's fine. It's your
Mhm.
stream. Like you take
Oh
control,
no, it's
whatever.
cool, it's cool, it's cool.
It kind of worries me that they're trying to force a story into Tachyon Anomaly with like timelines and stuff, which makes me think that they are trying to make it a story feature. And I'm just kind of like, yeah. Sometimes I feel like they need to just put in fun mechanics for fun reasons and not
Sure.
always try to make it story related.
No, I agree. And that's going to be one of the issues with Cloney Labs. Is Cloney Labs supposed to tie in with the overall Tachyon storyline, and now it's so far removed. You know, we're going to go back and play that. There's cutscenes
Yeah.
attached to it. We're going to look at that and be like, "Wow, this is
Oh,
so
yeah,
out of
we've
date." You
jumped
know?
past that bit. Yeah.
Mhm. So, no, I agree, and I think Stardust would as well, because he's been beating that drum, saying like, if you're gonna put stuff in the game, you don't necessarily need to tie it to story. Just put stuff in the game. You know, like
Yeah.
it's cool to like do random shit, and just don't justify it. You know, just put random shit in the game that might be fun.
Yeah.
So
They just do whatever.
exactly.
Experiment and don't always have to link it.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
You got anything else, or is that it?
Trying to think now.
Yeah, no worries.
We
No
spoke
worries,
about a
man.
lot. I suppose the AIM storyline, there's that thing that we're still talking about. I still feel like, although everyone's tired of AIM, there's still so many loose ends which hasn't like been resolved yet. And if this AIM is finishing in Cosmic Cube, it's got to be Operation Length. I can't see them finishing AIM in 2 or 3 missions. I just can't.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think AIM is going to be like finished, for example. I think the thing about AIM is it's going to be winding down. You know what I mean? We know AIM still is going to have a presence in Wakanda. I would imagine AIM is still going to have a presence after Wakanda, but their priority in terms of like new content, will this content focus on AIM or someone else? Their priority will move down the list, right? So it's just a matter of like they're going to slowly kind of work them out of the picture so that they can just bring up new villains and new factions and prioritize those ones instead. AIM is forever going to be in this game, you know, like
I agree with that with all villain factions. Like, why would you spend so long creating a villain faction and then abandon it eventually? Like, you want to keep it in as long as possible. But I don't know, I just feel like there's a lot of loose ends just to like the last thing we've heard about AIM really is Super Adaptoid. And that's it.
Yeah.
We know nothing about present day Monica. We know nothing really.
Yeah.
And how did they get the Cosmic Cube? Why is it in the future?
Right.
All this, there's like so much. But...
No, I agree. And that's going to be the thing, how they're going to tie that all up, right? Because like, if Cosmic Cube doesn't have a bridge between like what we know and where they are right now, and then you go into war for Wakanda and you still have no idea what a lot of these players are doing, but you're just kind of thrusted into Wakanda, it's like, okay, yeah, sure, no problem.
We're not going to find out for another year and a half until Miss Marvel comes in, and then we're like, oh yeah, where's that link again? It's like,
exactly. Well,
it's like it's so far away.
Yeah. And I think that's the issue too, is like, seemingly, I'm going to take a stab at this in the dark, but seemingly I imagine a lot of their story content had a grand vision, and because of the way things have gone, that vision is now being split up into different places. Things are being cut, left out, and like, I imagine a lot of it is trying to scramble to fit it all together, but it's all not going to fit very cleanly at this point. You know what I mean?
It's like Cosmic Cube being in the Kate Bishop DLC trailer. Someone pointed that out to me the other day. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
And when I saw it again, I was like, "Oh wow, really?" And then I was like, "Okay, where is this story going now?" Like, yeah,
yeah. It's one of those things where it's not all going to evenly line up anymore because of like the delays and everything else. So it's going to be like, it won't be like a piecemeal kind of situation. It just won't have like the clean break and transition over to like the next story beat, for example. I would imagine, you know.
yeah.
So it's tough, man.
Yeah.
It's tough, but you know,
there's a lot of questions going around, but yeah. Still optimistic, still hopeful. I enjoy the game, so.
And I mean, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's the thing. You can question, you know, some decisions, some story content or whatever. But I mean, for the most part, everyone here is still like, you know, wanting to see the game succeed. It's just like, you know, it's healthy criticism. You know, that's all it is.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, it was a little bit critical sometimes.
No, man, you're good. Like, I'm critical of the game as well. Like, I mean, like, you know, there's obviously a line, and no one crosses the line. You know, obviously, like, you know, the line is like calling the devs lazy or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, but as long if you're but if you're just like, I want to know where this story goes. Why is this thing here? Why is it there? I mean, like, for the most part, I mean, like, yeah, that's all fine criticism, because I mean, like, that's just the nature of the beast, right? Like, as consumers, we want the best product that we can get for our money, of course.
Tough love,
exactly.
Tough love.
Need a little bit of that, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Those are all the things I really wanted to talk about. Sorry, your food's probably cold now, isn't it?
No, you're good, man. Trust me. It's all good. Don't worry. It's all good. No problem.
Well, yeah, thanks for having me on. I think
dude,
unless you want to add anything, I don't know.
That's
kind of all the things I wanted to say.
Yeah, no, I think that's everything I got too. That might be everything that I have today.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Thanks for having me on. I'll be in chat next week probably.
Sounds good, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you spending some time with us tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
All right.
I'll see ya.
Sounds good. Might be the most awkward goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, guys, we have a special guest. Hold on. Hello. Hey, buddy. What's up?
Well, I figured I'd call in.
Oh yeah, of course. Please, what would you like to talk about today?
I don't know. I'm here. I'm in the tub. We're talking about.
Oh, you're in the. You're in the tub.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, am I on the floaty?
You are. You're on the floaty right now.
Oh, hey guys. Hey, Twitch chat.
Wave to chat.
Hi everybody. Yeah, no, I was just. I'm just about to wrap up here actually, but I don't mind coming over in the tub.
Cool. We were actually just talking about Captain America Kamala Khan.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I there was a distinction drawn, well, a similarity drawn between her aerospace uniform skin and the Captain America suit that she wears briefly in the comics. And wouldn't you know it, that's where it's from.
Really?
That's where those assets are from. That is what Guardian Kamala Khan, which I was talking about for a little bit, that is that skin. It is Captain America Kamala Khan. And I just tweeted about it, showed off a picture. You can.
Oh, is it on your? Yeah, I would love to see
it. It is. Yeah. See, I come bearing news.
Wow, look at this, guys. Miller comes with the goods. Oh yeah, that looks cool. Wow. All right.
Would you take a look at that?
Oh, you know what? Carrot Scrapes had posted a picture where the sash is actually red in the loading screen, so that makes sense. It all comes together very cleanly.
Really? I hadn't seen that. I'm watching your stream. Could you pull that up?
I got you, dude. Of course.
Thank you.
See? Right there. I got it. It'll just take a second.
Oh, take your time. I'm just chilling in the tub.
Yeah, of course. So what's been going on, man? You just hanging out otherwise? Having a good day or what?
Oh, wow. That looks great, actually. You know, it's typical Friday. Just trying to scam my way onto the dev stream, failing.
Yeah, they don't raid anybody anymore, you know? It's tough.
Yeah, but you know, we got to stay on the hamster wheel. We got to keep doing it
Of course, of
because
course.
it's just expressing our love of the brand and all brands.
Of course, we love brands here.
We do. We love sponsorships, especially.
Yeah, that's true. We do. Speaking of sponsorship, guys, I'm going to sponsor Miller's stream in a hot second here. I'm going to link him. I'm going to link his stream over. If you give me about 5 to 10 minutes, I'm just going to eat my burger and I will come join you in the tub.
Cool. I'll see you then.
All right, sounds good, man. I'm going to send everyone over
Bye.
your way.
Bye, Assemble viewers.
There you go. There you go. All right, guys. So here's what we're going to do, man. I'm going to go eat my burger. All right, I got a burger here. You know, it's been sitting here for a while. So I'm gonna go eat my burger, guys, and then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna link you guys Miller's stream. I will be over in Miller's stream for a little bit, hanging out. Feel free to join over there, and we're gonna go. He's hanging out in the hot tub right now. So if you guys don't know the hot tub, by the way, is the coolest experience you'll ever get on Twitch TV. All right, you guys go to Twitch TV for the hot tub experience, and he delivers. Let me tell you, he delivers all right. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna go do, guys. Team Made joins Rolled, going to watch Falcon. Enjoy your night, people. Yo, Kieran, thanks a lot, man. I'll see you later. Oh, it's like Inception. We got Inception going on here. This is great. No, Jonas, you're good, man. When it comes to the game, guys, you guys like there's so many conversations that happen within the game. You just gotta one of the things that I preach is like just, you know, respecting everyone who may have a different opinion, you know. But it's all good. I appreciate you guys hanging out and you know. Ask Miller if he can give some thoughts on the new skins and animated nameplates. I'm sure he will. He definitely will give all sorts of opinions. All right.
Thought is the operative word.
Oh, he's still here. Oh, shit. Hey, I didn't know you were still here.
I'm spying on you.
Oh, are you? Okay. But my life isn't that impressive to spy on me. There's really, you know, not a lot going on over here.
Well, it's all the beautiful viewers out there.
That's true. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
There's so much going on. I gotta, you know, I'm over here on Twitch, you're over there on YouTube. I'm like, it's like speaking to a ghost or something. Not in a literal sense, but you know, it's like we're crossing dimensions.
Right. Some would say that I was going somewhere with this, but I lost it, so it's all over. It's all over. All right, dude. Yeah. I'm gonna end. I'm gonna eat my burger and then I'm coming back. All right. So
you better hurry.
I'll be in chat. I'll be in your chat and I'll just let you know when I'm done eating and then we'll get going.
Great. All right. I'll see you then.
Sounds good, buddy.
Bye, guys.
All right, guys. Yeah. So one of the things, guys, is like Nina is quite the troll. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. You know, a lot like. One of the things about chat in general and chat environments and streaming in general is, you know, people have different thresholds for like what they like, what they understand, what kind of hits them different ways. So one of the things is like, you know, just from here on out, if you're trying to have a joke with somebody and someone doesn't take the joke the right way, it's probably just one of those things to kind of just like back off of it a little bit. You know, just out of respect for like the chat and everyone, it's just probably just safer than sorry, I guess, to do it that way. Excuse me, guys. All right, but with that being said, obviously Sheldon, once again, dude, thank you for the 20. Appreciate you. Electro, thank you for the 5. And I will see you guys Monday for the next stream. Monday's the next stream. I'll have a video out with Stardust. And then once again, guys, I'll be over on Miller's stream in about 10 minutes. If you guys want to go hang out there, he's in the tub. You know, you get a shirtless Miller. You can't ask for much more. And I will see you guys in a little bit here, and we're going to hang out over there for the Friday night. And that's it. I will see you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night, and I will see you guys next time here on Assemble. Later. Oh, I don't know how to do my outro. Later.